What's going on, you guys? It's Matt with Downshift. Today I got to play with the 2019 Volkswagen Atlas. Now, this Volkswagen Atlas is the first big three-row SUV from VW. It was designed for and built in the US of A. And it's based on that great MQB platform that we've seen throughout Volkswagen's lineup. Now, starting with aesthetics, we have full LED headlights on all trims, which is fantastic, and that mixed with the big chrome grille gives it an imposing and muscular look. And as we move to the side, we have 20-inch wheels on the SEL trim that I got to play with, and they fill the wheel wells nicely. But I think if it were me, I would option some black wheels to fill out the wheel wells a little bit nicer, give it a little bit more aggressive look. Also, there's a very weird body line that humps over the wheel arches, but other than that, it's a very restrained design, in contrast to its competitor, the Mazda CX-9. The rear is the best angle in my opinion. It's muscular and has a simple look with dual exhaust, which of course is fake, but I mean, so is everything else these days, so who cares? This thing is big, it's wide, it's bigger than the Highlander, Pilot, and really everything else. Also, you have remote start on your key, which is not typical of European cars. Usually you have to get it through an app or something else aftermarket. And moving into the interior, the design is again restrained and minimal, but in a geometric and masculine way. Materials are on par with VW. They're not as quite as nice as Audi, but I mean, duh. Real leather is only available on SEL Premium trims, which of course was the one that I got to play with because I'm spoiled. And SEL Premium trims will also get the digital cockpit that I like so much. Audi kind of pioneered this with their virtual cockpit, and I'm so glad to see it trickle down to VW. You get an 8-inch infotainment screen, and that's touch sensitive, which is nice, but it's surrounded by a lot of piano black, so expect fingerprints all over. But it's really nice that it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. And this Atlas, much like its competitor the CX-9, has a 360 camera, and I would hope it would for something so large. But one thing is the 360 camera on this Atlas looks really, really good. You'll also have not only heated, but cooled seats up front as well, and 3-zone climate controls, one for the front left, front right, and then the back seats. Panoramic roof is also offered, unlike the Mazda CX-9, and this roof is huge. Moving into the back seat, we have peasant blockers once again, which could be construed as baby shades, and that's fine, but I like to call them peasant blockers, so that's what they're going to be for this review. And then you have a really, really spacious second row. I mean, it's massive back there. I'm 6'1", I had plenty of room, plenty of knee room, loads of headroom, and with that panoramic roof, it just feels so open and airy. You also have a whole bunch of toys in the back, like heated seats and climate controls and a whole plethora of outlets. Now, getting into the third row is where I was really shocked. It's not just livable, but it's big. Like, I could fit back there on a long-term trip. I mean, you're not going to want to drive all the way across country back there, but you know, if you rotate out every 3-4 hours with some friends, you're going to be totally fine. I had plenty of knee room, there's vents back there, it's very, very comfortable, and it was a fresh surprise to see a usable third row. And then moving into the trunk, this is still a large SUV, and you need to be able to, carry a bunch of stuff for all these people that you're toting around. So with the third row up, you have 21 cubic feet of space, and with the third row down, it increases it to 55. The Chevy Traverse is the only one in the segment to offer more space. This thing is huge, guys. And the engine powering my tester was Volkswagen's VR6 engine. It's a naturally aspirated 3.6-liter V6, offering 276 horsepower and 266 pound-feet of torque. It's the range-topping engine. You can also get a turbocharged 4-cylinder, but I really liked the V6. It felt strong, it felt peppy, I felt like it had enough power. And now, with 6 other people in the car, is that a different story? Maybe. But you still can option all-wheel drive, and towing is rated at 5,000 pounds, which is very competitive for this segment. Now, if you're not going to be carrying a whole bunch of people all the time and you don't need the full V6, go for the Turbo 4. It's going to give you a lot more torque down low, and it's going to give you better fuel economy. The Turbo 4 is going to give you 22 mpg city and 26 highway. And if that's still not enough, you have a bunch of different drive modes. You have a sport, normal, eco, snow, off-road. The possibilities are endless with this thing. But overall, this car chooses smooth luxury over sport, which is an interesting direction for Volkswagen. But in this segment, I think it's a smart choice. And, the materials are high quality. It's a very extremely isolated cabin. It's nice, it's quiet, and it's comfy. And seeing that it starts at around $30K, it's really a good deal. But if you want the full SEL Premium like I had, you're gonna get really, really close to 50 grand. It's about 48,000-ish for the one that I drove. Now this Volkswagen Atlas is not going to snap a bunch of necks as it drives by. It's a very unoffensive, reserved design. But if you need something utilitarian that's going to carry a bunch of stuff and a bunch of people, this is what you want. The space is incredible on the interior. I cannot stress that enough. So I actually really enjoyed my time with this VW Atlas, and if you need something to carry a bunch of people long distances, this is what you want. So thank you to my friends at Holt Volkswagen Mazda in Brookfield, Wisconsin for making this review possible. My name is Matt, and thanks for watching Downshift.